What's up, hooligans? It's the hooligan holiday. I appreciate you guys being here. Make sure you guys rack up those likes. It's not going to be a very long live. We do have plenty of stuff to cover, but it's not going to be 3 hours like it normally is. I got some other stuff I'm going to be doing today. Ohio Kyle, I did not turn 75. Not yet. In Jeff years. I'm almost 80. I'm almost 80, but we'll see. I'm not gonna say how old I am. We'll let everybody guess throughout the day. I appreciate you guys for sending me the birthday wishes and all that. We have probably an hour's worth of content. I may go live multiple times a day. I set up my phone last night so we could go live while I'm out and about today doing things. My coffee is extra Irish, so pardon me if I'm extra hilarious today. It's my birthday, so tis what it tis. Alright, I'm going to read through the chat really quick, make sure that everyone is doing good, and then we're going to go over the schedule for what we have today. Everything is going to be on all platforms. I didn't grab anything that's going to force us off of YouTube or anything like that, because I just want to hang out with all of you guys today. And then we may play the game later. We'll see. When it gets dark out and I've done everything I'm going to do for the day, we may play the game just to hang out and throw a couple back and just have fun today. Today's the hooligan holiday, so try and do something fun today after the live in celebration of the hooligan holiday. Thank you so much, The Awakened, for being here. What's up, Miss Jamie? What's up, Thomas? What's up, Manuel? What's up, Captain Deplorable? What's up, Bath Salt Reality? What's up, Sawdog? What's up, James? What's up, Antony? What's up, PJ? Thank you so much, Joe Daddy, for that $5 donation on YouTube. I appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you guys for being here. Happy freedom, all of you hooligans. Thank you so much, FaZe Superman, for the birthday wishes and that $2 donation. You're awesome. Thank you. What's up, everyone on the JeffMAC live channel? What's up, PJ? What's up, Miss Jamie? Happy freedom, Snooks. Thank you for the birthday wishes. I didn't get a chance to write you back on Gilded, but appreciate you and everything you do. What's up, Cheeky Chops? Happy freedom. Happy hooligan holiday. That's the theme for today. Happy hooligan holiday. I thought Twitch kicked the bucket for a second there. Weird. I wonder if they know it's my birthday. Normally they don't let you run 1080p on Twitch unless you're someone special, and I'm not on Twitch. I'm not. What's up, Joe Gonzo? What's up, Arizona Pools? What's up, Mr. Beansy Bean? Mr. Beansy Beans out here gifting subs, gifting 5 subscriptions over on Twitch. I appreciate you, Mr. Beansy Beans. Let's see. What's up, Sweet Love Me? What's up, Soul For Real? Appreciate you guys being here. What's up, everyone on Odyssey? What's up, Nefthies? What's up, Brian? What's up, Sam? What's up, Salty Ragu? What's up, Anthony? Happy freedom, you hooligans. Thank you for the birthday wishes. I don't know why I feel anxious. What is this? Our 900th live or something like that? Almost 1,000 lives? I don't know. We're probably over 1,000 lives if you add in all the ones that YouTube deleted. I don't know why I'm anxious. Must be my birthday. Who that Apple Crown is hitting. What's up, everyone on Rumble? What's up, Bombay Man? What's up, Spontaneous Sloth? Let's see. Nobody's fault but mine. What's up, Omnipresent? What's up, Brian? What's up, Son? I like your text there. That's awesome. Thank you guys for the birthday wishes. Appreciate you guys being here. What's up, everyone on jeffmaclive.com? What's up, Sleuthy TV? What's up, Jeffro? What's up, Sam? Appreciate you guys watching on the website. All right, hooligans, one more time. Rack up those likes. I'm going to go through the schedule now. So, like I said, it's not going to be very long. That's not what I told her. Anyways, on today's schedule, we will be covering a video that is titled Regulators Close Silicon Valley Bank to Avert Crisis. Lots of bank stuff going on yesterday that I didn't find out until last night. Let's see, and then we're covering a video that is titled, Will New IRS Audit Affect Families? Old man Walter always talking about those taxes and stuff, just hoping that people don't understand the tax system. Then we're covering a video titled, Our Pentagon is Literally Talking About Motherships, UFO Expert Reacts. Seen that yesterday after the live. You know things are bad when the government is talking about UFOs and stuff, and like trying to tell us that there's aliens. You know there's some real cover-up going on when they're just letting loose on stories like that. And then we will be wrapping up today's live, or at least this part of today's live, with a video that is titled Python Huntress Helps Florida Tackle Slithering Reptile Invasion. There is a part in there, it's a little bit graphic. I may have to black screen it, which is this screen you're looking at right now. Just for a moment though, it's just brief. They like cut open a snake and it shows like its guts and stuff, and I can't show that on YouTube. So that's what's on the schedule. I'm gonna read through the chat really quick and then we will get started. Thank you so much, Tara, for that $2 donation. I appreciate you. Thank you. Let's see. Buried in snow, is this white supremacy? Where do you live where you got snow? We don't have no snow here in West Michigan. Sorry to hear you have snow, but I appreciate you being with us. Thank you, Linus, for the birthday wishes. Happy Hooligan holiday. Thank you so much, Miss Gina, for that $5 donation on YouTube. I appreciate you. Thank you. I appreciate you being here, Miss Gina. My goodness. Thank you guys for the birthday wishes. You're awesome. Let's get her started. If the banners and stuff on the screen become too much, just let me know and I'll take it off. I don't want to distort the news. It's like, we know what day it is. I just want to be festive. Ohio Kyle.
Silicon Valley Bank, lender to some of the biggest names in the tech industry, collapsed on Friday, the largest bank failure since the 2008 financial crisis, forcing regulators to move quickly to avert a meltdown, as the bank's collapse reverberated across global markets.
At least so far, this is not 2008.
Alexander Yoakum, an equity research analyst at CFRA Research, explains.
Silicon Valley Bank is a little bit different than most banks, right? So they cater to venture capitalists and private equity firms, because last year and this year, funding has really fallen off a cliff. Now some customers want some money, and they don't have the deposits to give them back.
California banking regulators shut down the bank and put it under the control of the Federal Deposit Insurance Corporation. The FDIC said the main office and all branches of Silicon Valley Bank will reopen on March 13th, and that all insured depositors will have full access to their insured deposits no later than Monday morning. Dean Nelson, CEO of startup Cato Digital, said he had accounts with SVB.
Yeah, this morning I came out to talk to the bank, just got in line with a lot of other founders and, and CEOs, just to find out what's happening and then also the options we've got. And really as a CEO, we have to make sure that both our employees, our customers, and our investors, we're protecting the things that we have. So that's what we're looking to explore. But they just came out and told us that the bank is shut down. I think they're just trying to figure out everything that they can by Monday. A little nerve-wracking when it comes down to how you keep operating your company.
In a memo to employees Friday morning seen by Reuters, SVB said it was undergoing a series of conversations to determine next steps. Shares of the company were halted on Friday, after tumbling as much as 66% in pre-market trading. SVB was not immediately available for comment.
So I don't know a whole lot about Silicon Valley, but from what I understand, this is a big deal. Obviously, any banks closing down or halting their stock is signs of tragedy. Miss Gina, you're going ham. Thank you. Just reading through the chat really quick. I appreciate you guys and all your birthday wishes. It's the Hooligan holiday. Do Ninja Fart. You're almost old enough to buy beer, dude. Yeah, I'm getting there. I'm getting there. I thought about shaving everything off, but I was worried I'd be too round looking, so I was like, nah, better not. Better not. You guys know how old I am? You've been with me for a long time. I was a young lad when I started this. I'm trying to think how old I was. 31, 32 or something like that when we started. How old do you think I am now? What's up, Nicole? What's up, Donna Sparks? Donna Sparks, I forgot to call you back yesterday. I did not mean to. By the time I remembered, it was like almost midnight. I'll call you today. So the next thing on the schedule is a video titled, Will New IRS Audits Affect Families? Read through the chat really quick and we'll get her started. JB38, not quite, not yet. I'm working my way up there. I haven't hit that high score yet. Thank you, Wake Up. Let's see. Shadow Patriot, you're the first one to get it. That's all reality. Grow it out, don't shave it. No, I start looking all white trashy and stuff. I don't know, I can't. And I can't grow any. This is all I can grow. That's it. I've never shaved right here. There's just nothing to shave. Just shaving layers of skin off. And then when I grow it out, it gets all scraggly and stuff. I start looking like Joe Dirt. Yeah, can't be doing that. Can't be doing that. I don't want to look any scruffier than I already do. Dude, Rose rum cake. I don't know what that is, but I'm willing to try it today. I gotta like chill out on my coffee. that apple crown is it's trying to take over my day here. Thank you, Heaven Mag. John Gonzo, I thought you were younger. No, I'm an old man now. I'm an old man. I don't know how quite old JeffMacs get. People are always like, you're young. How do you know? If I kick the bucket at 40, what's young? You never know. Yep, 34 today. Feeling like an old man, but I'm happy to be here. I'm glad all of you guys are here with me. Brian, 35. I overbid. Just a bit. Just a bit. You guys are just preparing for next year. You're just preparing for next year. Thank you so much, Snooks, for that $100 donation on YouTube. You're amazing. Thank you so much for everything you do, Snooks. I really appreciate you. You're amazing. Crazy woman. Crazy woman. I can't believe you. Thank you so much. All right, hooligans, let's get this started.
Let's bring in the congressman who pressed Janet Yellen, the great Adrian Smith of Nebraska. Adrian, good to see you. Or Congressman, good to see you, I should say. We're friends. I apologize for that. I should respect your position.
That's all right.
So, listen, we heard Joe Biden, when he wasn't under oath, telling the American people and whispering to us, it's only going to go for the very super wealthy. But then you pressed Janet Yellen on who's going to get audited by the IRS, and 90% of them are families and small businesses?
Right. I mean, these are the numbers that they've mentioned before. And so when they plus up all of these new IRS personnel, IRS agents, and others, this is empowering them. And the numbers show that around 90% of those audits will be on individuals and small businesses making less than $400,000 a year.
So, Congressman, what would the White House have to say about that? That his own Treasury Secretary is lying under oath?
Well, the fact of the matter is they've tossed out various numbers, and they want to deny the 87,000 new IRS agents, saying that, well, they're just backfilling retirements. Well, the fact of the matter is they are about 12,000 personnel down from a decade ago, but they want to replace those 12,000 with 75,000 new personnel. This is about empowering the IRS, and there's no other way to describe it.
So what's the Biden administration focused on? You don't have to go any further than the new budget. He mentions taxes over 200 times, climate issues nearly 150 times, equity 63 times. However, policing was only mentioned 4 times. Gas prices he mentioned only 3 times. And apparently the fentanyl crisis was only mentioned once. And so, Congressman, Joe Biden always says that, show me your budget and I'll show you your values. So he doesn't value law enforcement, the border, fentanyl, but he does value climate and taxes.
All right. I mean, that's using his own words, of course. And, of course, they say that the customer service is just great at IRS now. I'll leave that up to the American people to make that determination.
But, Congressman, how do you see this progressing? Because this looks like a Pluto shot in terms of a budget. It's a wish list, a socialist dry dream, I'll call it. This won't go anywhere.
And I don't think it'll go anywhere, especially when you look at the fact they passed $80 billion to hire those 87,000 IRS agents. And in the budget, it's another $29 billion on top of the $80 billion for when they run out of the $80 billion. This is not realistic. And sadly, if they put out all of these audits, you know, we will continue to hear, and I think that the number will increase. We will hear from the American people who have been audited, who already paid their taxes and did everything they were supposed to do, but then they incur the expense of having to answer that audit. All why? Because they wanted to empower, the Biden administration wanted to empower the IRS to supposedly go after billionaires. But on the numbers alone, that's not what the numbers say.
I think the 2 dirty secrets here are, number 1, the IRS is going to be used to target conservatives. This is a big government tool like the FBI and the DOJ. That's number 1. And number 2, you and I both know that if you want to raise revenue, you're not going to get it from the billionaires. There's not enough of them. The masses is where you get.
I like the guy's face when he said dirty secrets.
That's where you bring in real money.
The guy on the right, his face started going all serious.
The numbers would certainly point to that, and with the audits, and of course the 1099K issue and the gig workers, that's going to lead to tax increases on the middle class. And I think it can actually become self-defeating. But when you look at what we did with tax reform in 2017, with better policy, we were able to grow the economy, grow wages, and you know what? Grow revenues to the federal government so that we can focus on this debt.
The left doesn't like to report that. Adrian Smith, thanks for joining us.
I like how they worded that. They were talking about that orange eagle, but they worded it appropriately for YouTube. I appreciate that. I think everyone misses those lower prices, better wages, more money in their pocket. Inflation wasn't the way it is. I don't know anybody who doesn't miss the orange eagle for one reason or another. All right, reading through the chat here. Thank you so much, Kimberly, for that $50 donation on YouTube. I appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you guys for the birthday wishes rolling in. You guys are so awesome. To celebrate Hooligan Holiday, you got to go do something fun today. You got to. You have to. You don't have a choice. You don't have a choice. What, you thought this was free America? Come on, man.
Come on, man.
Got to do something fun today. Just to celebrate the Hooligan Holiday. Let's see. I'm trying not to race through everything. Thank you, Soul For Real. Did you make it into the website? I seen that you wrote me, but I haven't had a chance to read my messages. You can imagine what my phone looks like right now. I woke up with a bunch of notifications and I was like, I'm gonna go cut my hair and take a shower. I haven't looked at my phone yet. It is full. It's going off right now like crazy. Sam says, how many guess whats did old man Walter do since they had all the things on the board? Yeah, they don't want to count that. We're gonna start probably doing that when we cover old man Walter. We had a hooligan that was counting the uhs when KJP would be on the stage, but I haven't seen them in a while. It's been ridiculous lately. The uhs and the guess what? It's been so bad I've been saying it when I talk on the phone and stuff. I'm like, guess what? I'm like, ugh, it's infecting my brain. Nefties, I wonder why. I wonder why you're having issues. Send me a message and express the issues you're having, and I'll see if I can do anything about it after the live. So this next video is pretty interesting. It's titled, Our Pentagon is Literally Talking About Motherships. UFO Expert Reacts. Thank you so much, Maybe Sunshine, for that $20 donation on YouTube and for singing happy birthday to me. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. So, a lot of people see the UFO stuff and they immediately want to talk about Project Bluebeam, which it very well could be. I heard an interesting theory about Project Bluebeam. So, Project Bluebeam, I don't even know if I could talk about it. We're going to risk it. Is more or less to stage a UFO event or an alien encounter or something like that, so the government can just take absolute control over us. A lot of it expresses if we were to be invaded by another country, they would stage a UFO event to cause martial law, and because when people get scared in this kind of situation, they would say, oh, government, what are we going to do? And they're going to say, oh, we're going to save you, and we're going to be like, oh, thank you so much, and then they're going to put us in martial law and do all this other stuff, force us to corral us and, you know, boss us around and stuff like that. Now, whether or not being invaded by a foreign country is going to matter, most people focus on staging a UFO event to take control. But I heard an interesting theory yesterday that I have never heard anyone talk about, is what if we were to be visited by aliens and they were peaceful and they wanted to connect with us somehow, and the government didn't want that, because they may lose control over us. We may, you know, intermingle with aliens, and it may change the world as we know it, as far as how control works and who we look up to and who we take advice from and things like that. So before we would make peaceful connection with aliens, the government will stage a hostile alien event to make us afraid and not willing to communicate with aliens, and that way they would never lose their control over us. And I thought that was a really interesting theory. I've never heard anyone express that. Not that anyone, you know, may have not thought that, but no one's ever said that to me. So I thought that was really interesting. I don't know if there's aliens or not. I've seen a bunch of weird stuff. The government does a bunch of weird stuff. Jen Balsacki was a pretty weird character herself. That shape-shifting predator that was on the stage yesterday for the press briefing, who looked like a meth head from Portland, she was quite an interesting character. I don't know what's real or not. All I know is the government doesn't care about us. That's all I know for sure. You can look at Ohio, or you can look at the fact that they think deletus fetus is healthcare. Healthcare does not equal death. So it's really obvious that the government doesn't care about us. So for them, the Pentagon, to come out and talk about a mothership possibly releasing drones into our area to scout us and monitor us is pretty wild. And I have to wonder, what are they covering up? So let's get this started, hooligans. I'm gonna grab some more coffee. So if I disappear, don't you worry, I'll be right back.
It's Friday. Let's talk about some aliens here for a moment. This is actually pretty interesting. Alarming increase in UFO sightings has the Pentagon's attention. The crafts demonstrate unusual flight characteristics, performance capabilities, technology that, to our knowledge, defies explanation from any country's top scientists and researchers. The Pentagon notes in their 2022 annual UFO report, in addition to the 144 reports covered during the 17 years of UFO reporting, there have been 247 new reports and another 119 either since discovered or reported, and totaling 510 UFO reports as of August 30th, 2022. Congressman Tim Burchett of Tennessee says the U.S. government has recovered UFOs, which are currently being reverse engineered. He joins us now, along with UFO expert and filmmaker Jeremy Corbell. And gentlemen, thank you both so much for coming on. Congressman, that's a major allegation. What do we know at this point?
Well, 1947, I think it's pretty clear there was a UFO crash or a mid-air collision, Roswell, New Mexico, military intelligence, which is a whole lot like congressional ethics. It really doesn't exist. But military intelligence comes out and says, we've in fact recovered a craft and a saucer. And then the next day they ring this poor lieutenant colonel out and say, oh, no, it was a hot air balloon. You know, we've got our top pilots in the world are some of our Navy and Air Force pilots. And they are, in fact, spotting these things. I've talked to them. They're not allowed to testify in congressional hearings. Our
military pilots are spotting these, and we've seen this reported a lot, but they're not allowed to testify, you're saying?
That is correct.
Wow.
We had one there at the Intelligence Committee that was open to the public. It was Democrat controlled. I don't expect much better from the Republicans. I think it goes a lot deeper.
And let me just
got a lot of people compromised, brother.
Yeah, it's interesting. Jeremy, I want to talk to you for a second. The Pentagon's UFO chief. This is a Pentagon guy, a UFO chief. The chairman of Harvard's astronomy department as well, both releasing a report on Tuesday where they wrote an artificial interstellar object could potentially be a parent craft that releases many small probes during its close passage to Earth. You've got the Pentagon talking about the idea of a mothership going above us and sending probes down.
Yeah, well, listen, let's get to the crux of the issue here. The UFO phenomenon, it's nothing new. This has been with us for a long time. Yep. The silver bullet would be if we have been exploiting these technologies through crash retrieval programs and that sort of thing. These programs, these exploitation programs, they do exist. So I would agree with the congressman here. And first of all, I'd like to thank you, by the way, for your advocacy on this UAP issue. And I would like to also encourage you, Congressman, with whatever power that you do have with your colleagues to do one thing in particular. Right now, we have the U.S. Senate Committee on Appropriations. They have jurisdiction over the spending. We have Senator Patty Murray. We have Senator Susan Collins, who are able to audit these special access programs, such as ones that are held, like you're talking about, at Lockheed Martin. So I would like to include in this investigation, which I ask of you, for example, Lieutenant General Dimitri Henry. You know, he is the current director for Intelligence Joint Staff, J2. They have authority and management over the intelligence community, and they should be asking questions. If we do have UFO exploitation programs, what I'm calling the silver bullet, they should be able to ask of Lockheed and other contractors, what are they working on that goes back to 1947 and the UFO topic. And I feel like you could be very effective.
Yeah, it's very interesting. I want to show, because we're close to running out of time, I want to show just something that you have, Jeremy. This is exclusively obtained photos that you have of images over Baghdad, Iraq, May of 2022. It's kind of hard for people to see what we're talking about. If we take the banner down, you'll be able to see it better there in the bottom right. There you go. What can you tell us about these pictures? I mean, to me, this doesn't look like anything. Why do you make something of this?
Yeah, because the Air Force classified this in a secret archive as UAP or UFO. We call it the Baghdad Phantom because that was part of the file name. This was filmed by the U.S. Air Force. Reaper drone footage. This is the first time the public gets to see what the Air Force classifies as UAP. And I think the congressman would also agree that this transparency to the American public, if it doesn't hurt national security, it's corroding.
Yeah.
This secrecy is corroding trust with the American public. So thank you for your work, both of you, for reporting on this.
Absolutely.
And that is what that is.
Congressman, real quick, I want to play Matt Gaetz from last night on Greg Kelly's show. Take a listen to this.
I have seen evidence of craft that I am not familiar with any of our allies or adversaries or even our country possessing. I've seen that craft taken by air crews who have gotten quite close to it. And we've got a lot more questions about why this information isn't more broadly available to the American people.
I mean, it's starting to sound like there's something being covered up.
Sure. I was with Matt. I know what he is referring to. And I will tell Jeremy, we've got to have hearings. We're going to have hearings. I talked to Speaker McCarthy. I talked to the chairman of the Oversight Committee. I'm on that Oversight Committee. That's where it's got to happen. We're going to have hearings. We're going to ask them tough questions.
I hope that you do.
Jeremy. Yeah. Jeremy, get with me, brother. I want you there.
All right. Well, gentlemen, thank you both so much. I mean, you got the Pentagon talking about a mothership. It's astounding how much progress we're making on this thing. And thank you both so much for coming on. Good to see you guys.
Well, that's something. Brought it all the way back to the Roswell incident. NS, do you believe it? I don't know. I don't know if I believe it. I mean, I believe that anything is possible. But I think when the government tells us something, it's strategic. I don't think they're just out here like, hey guys, there's aliens. I know that in 2015, I think it was, the Secretary of Defense of Canada did a nationwide broadcast saying that pretty much every country except for America communicates with aliens, does business with aliens. There's aliens in the government. Everyone's networking. But in America, Americans are lied to. They don't talk about aliens. They downplay aliens. And if aliens come into our airspace, our military becomes hostile against them. It's like business only, no friends. And I thought that was pretty interesting because that was like a legitimate nationwide thing that was done in Canada. They even talked about how Vlad over there in the country I can't talk about, how they openly talk about that stuff and government and all that and what they do with aliens. So I really don't know. But I know when our government tells us something, it's strategic. And like I said before, someone had mentioned a theory yesterday that it's about control. They don't want to talk about aliens and stuff because there's a chance that they'll lose their control over us. The government will. So I don't really know. I don't know if it's true or not. Thank you so much, Heaven Mag, for continuing the membership program for 10 months. You're officially a hooligan. And I appreciate you. Thank you. Let's see. Reading through the chat really quick because we only got one more video. I don't want to wrap things up yet. Sergeant Tripod, yes, it is my birthday. Today is the hooligan holiday. So that means you gotta go do something fun. Got to. Thank you so much, Maybe Sunshine, for continuing the membership program for 24 months. You're officially a hooligan. And I appreciate you. Thank you. Thanks, Ink Scars. Thank you, everyone, for the birthday wishes. I'm trying to write you guys back as I can, but if I've missed anyone, thank you. Paul, demons. There's a lot of people that think they're demons, especially people who are religious. They don't believe in aliens because we are supposedly, or according to the Bible, we were created in God's image. Well, if aliens look like that image that was depicted on the screen a few minutes ago, who created that? So a lot of people think that aliens are actually demons. Just like looking at the hieroglyphics and stuff like that in Egypt, some people see that stuff and they say, well, this is evidence of UFOs and aliens visiting humans early on when people were still primitive. But then religious people think that those depictions are actually from the angels falling from heaven and coming to earth and visiting man to pervert man and create the Nephilim and all of that kind of stuff. So I don't know. Holy moly. Thank you so much, Sam, for that $100 donation on Odyssey. You're the man, Sam. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Brian just returned. If I ever encountered an alien, my geeky instinct would be to introduce them to Earth music. I'd cue them in on some Zeppa or Melvins from New Alien BFF. I don't know what that is. The one thing I do know, you know who gets abducted? People looking for aliens. You know who dies in plane crashes? People who fly in planes. You know who drowns? People who swim. You know who dies in space? People who go to space. I don't do any of that stuff. If I was meant to be in the water, I'd have flippers. If I was meant to be in the sky, I'd have wings. I do not go chasing that crazy stuff. If you've ever seen The Fourth Kind, which is a movie that supposedly shows real footage of people who were affected by alien contact, which if you listen to the things said in the real footage that's included in the movie, it sounds more demonic than alien contact. So again, these two things are very close together when it comes to religion or seeking out aliens and stuff like that. Not me. It ain't gonna be me getting abducted. I don't want nothing to do with that stuff. I don't go chase the scary stuff. Like, I can't say how many hooligans have been like, why don't you go into the graveyard and go live in the middle of the night chasing ghosts? Do I look like I want to be possessed? Do I look like I want demons in my life? I don't want the ring following me around. I don't want evil come popping up from the carpet and stuff like that. I do not want those problems, so I don't go looking for it. When I was young and dumber than I am now, me and a couple friends of mine were playing with Ouija boards and stuff. It scared the hell out of me. The things that we were encountering after that, because you're opening gateways and stuff, if you believe in that kind of stuff, you can put your life in danger. You can just hurt the quality of your life, and life is hard enough. So after that, I realized I ain't messing with that stuff. I ain't messing with none of that stuff. I got enough problems. I don't need aliens in my life or ghosts or any of that. No, thank you. No, thank you. I want to say the last time I encountered that is when I became a chaplain. When I became a chaplain, they said, hey, you know you got a target on your back now? The devil, he's coming for you because he knows what you do out here now. That was the last time I encountered something like that. But when it came to that, I was willing to take it because God's got my back. So I ain't worried about that kind of stuff. When it comes to aliens, though, you know, he's pretty good about you reap what you sow. You go out there looking for that stuff. You find it. Hey, don't be crying. You went and asked for that stuff. He'll be there when it's time, but not me looking for trouble. I appreciate you, Sam. There's a guy, I'm trying to think his name. What is it? Stephen Guerrero or something like that. He's always out there playing with aliens. He's got all kinds of footage and stuff. I think he even holds like camps where they go out into the woods. He may not do this now. This is years ago when I seen this. But he takes people out into the woods and they shine laser lights in the sky, trying to make UFOs dance for him and stuff. They talk about what you got to do and how to handle alien contact. I don't know. I don't want to find those problems. I got enough problems. Pumpkin, avoid the evil, live in the light. Absolutely. Thank you, JD3. I appreciate the birthday wishes. G Honest, you're a new hooligan. Well, thanks for joining us. We go live every day except for Sunday at 1 p.m. It's not my birthday every time, but it's Coffee with Hooligans pretty much every time. So hopefully you'll continue to join with us. You guys all laughing at me over on the website. Hope this is mighty entertaining. Some humans are demonic. Yeah. It's because they let their heart get hardened. Turning away from God for too long will harden your heart. You can't hear from God. So all you hear is the devil. Like when you're on the way home and you stumble over a pothole while you're driving. You're like, oh man, damn city crews trying to ruin my car. They need to fix these roads. Or you almost get clipped by someone. You're like, oh, I wish they would. I'll do this. I'll do that. You think all this in your head. You just live this nonsense in your head. Or you get a strange text from your significant other. And you're waiting to come home. And you're like, oh, they're going to say this and I'm going to say that. And when they do, then they're going to say this to me and I'm going to say that and I'm going to slam the door. That's you talking to the devil in your head. You just don't realize it because, you know, they don't teach that kind of stuff. And whether you believe in the devil or not, I'm sure you've had those thoughts. When you have those thoughts and you are aware that you're having those thoughts, dismiss them. Just clear your head, and you'll realize it. When you have those thoughts and you get all upset for no reason, all it does is hurt you. So you get all riled up. You can't, help the situation. Can't fix the situation. You feel them intrude your main vision of what's happening for the day. Dismiss it. Just be like, not today, Satan. Like, nah. Just let it go. And if you do that over and over again, you'll realize the quality of your life will improve. It's hard to not worry about things. I worry a lot about all kinds of things. I stay under stress. But if you can find a way to disrupt those negative thoughts, you will improve the quality of your life. People who believe in God, they believe it's talking to the devil. Some people believe in karma. Some people believe in luck. It's all the same thing, though. If you learn it all, it's all the same game plan. We're all playing the same game. All the characters have different names, though. Just keep the evil out of your life. Anything's bad, keep it out of your life, even if it's your own thoughts. All right, hooligans, so this is the last video here. It is titled Python Huntress Helps Florida Tackle Slithering Reptile Invasion. As I mentioned before, there is a section of this video that's considered graphic because they're like cutting the snake open. They don't cut it open on camera, but it's open and it's got eggs inside, and that may be too graphic for YouTube. So I will cut to the black screen, which is this screen right here, for just a brief moment throughout the video, and then we'll go back. You'll be able to hear everything though.
Florida is filled to the brim.
Just a moment. I'm gonna read through chat really quick and we'll get this started. We do not have big snakes like that here. Not that I'm aware of. Most snakes here in Michigan are small. Our water snakes can get a pretty big size. Out near Hamlin Lake in Ludington, my grandpa used to own a house out there when he was still alive. A few times you'd be swimming or something and see something like as big as your arm swimming along the embankment there. Freak me out. I'm not scared of snakes now, but I used to be when I was just a young lad. Ohio Kyle, don't get probed like Cartman. I'm saying, I think that's the first South Park episode. Actually, I watch a lot of South Park because it's not soft. TV is so soft. I was talking with WMM yesterday, I think it was. Me and him's probably going to go get some Taco Bell here in a little bit. But he was saying that he's realizing that almost all TV and movies is propaganda. It's all to condition you for a certain thought process. It's like, welcome to the club, man. Yep, everything that happens on TV is pretty much propaganda, and it has been since the beginning as far as I know. Adrian, The Ring, that did me in for horror movies, and I'm with you on the Ouija boards. Yeah, I didn't like The Ring either. I don't really like watching scary movies. I don't know. Movies I consider scary movies are like movies with demons and ghosts and stuff, and that's because you can't do anything about that. You can't kill demons and ghosts. There's no amount of bullets, there's no amount of fire or anything like that that'll kill them. Everything else can die. You can fight it somehow. Aliens and monsters and beasts and whatever. You can, zombies. I was just watching the Resident Evil movie last night. You can kill those things. You can do stuff to save yourself. What are you gonna do about ghosts and demons? You can't close the door and be safe. Like I don't know. So I don't like watching that stuff. It gets me all hyped up for no reason. Thank you so much, Kevin, for the birthday wishes. I appreciate you. Kevin, birds tried to break into my house this morning. You let them know they're trespassing. I know you're in Canada, but you got rights too. You have to throw a rock at them or something. Tell them, go on. Thank you, Tia. Thank you, Scott. Thank you. Oh, my thing just reset. Thank you, Sergeant Tripod, for the birthday wishes. You guys are awesome. Yeah, D. Rosa the Evil Dead. I don't want no problems like that. Thank you so much, GQ, for that $20 donation. I appreciate you. Thank you so much, GQ. Thank you so much, Mr. Beansy Beans, for gifting a sub over on Twitch. You're awesome. Thank you. Lumpy, put on the full armor of God. Yep. Absolutely. Absolutely. That's about all you could do against demons and ghosts and stuff like that. It's all the same thing. All that evil. But if you don't have a relationship with God and you're out there searching for demons and ghosts, kind of walking a short pier there. That's just my opinion, though. I don't want to push you guys away. I believe in a difference between religion and a relationship with God. Religion is playing club. Go into a building that's actually made in the image of pagan buildings. Buildings with symbols and depictions in them. A specific place at a specific time to say specific words is actually witchcraft. It says it in the Bible. So I believe in a difference between religion and God. I think everybody believes in God in their own way and they don't even know it. Like luck and karma and things like that. As I said before, you're playing the same game. It's just all the characters have different names. You think that the story is different even though the path is the same. Religion is just playing club, and that's why people feel condemned when they get around religion, because it's a bunch of people thinking they're better than you are and telling you what you have to do in order to be accepted, as if they have some sort of special pass or authority to say whether or not you're going to go to heaven or hell. And that's what's wrong with religion. There's nothing wrong with loving God. It's my opinion. Anyways, let's get her started.
Florida is filled to the brim with snakes, specifically Burmese pythons. As we reported yesterday, the predators have been wiping out other wildlife and threatening the ecosystem as they spread to the suburbs. Every year, people put their lives on hold to go out and hunt them as part of the annual Python Challenge, but it's only making a dent in the problem. Our next guest turned her hobby into a career as she scours the Everglades to bring this slithery species under control. Amy Seawe is known as the Python Huntress, and she joins us now along with her python skin curtains. Amy, great to see you. Thank you for being with us.
There's a lot of innuendos in here.
Thank you for having me.
So it seems to me that in order to hunt these snakes, you got to understand them, you've got to respect them, maybe even love them just a little bit. You were a real estate broker in Indiana. How did you go from that to becoming the Python Huntress in Florida?
You know, it's always been a hobby of mine ever since my dad put me in a creek when I was little and taught me how to catch fish and crawdads. And I've just had this obsessive fascination with snakes. And, you know, it's always been a hobby. But then I learned about the problem in Florida. So I came down to see what it was all about, caught a python, and I said, this is it. So now I can use this passion to actually make a difference and help Florida with this colossal problem, and instead of it just being a hobby.
You know what they say about pythons, you never forget your first time when you go to catch them. The situation with Burmese pythons in Florida, you got some pretty graphic pictures here on your website, which is, by the way, pythonhuntress.com, where you've slit some of the snakes open that you captured.
Yes.
We can put that up on the screen, and you can see the number of eggs that each one of these snakes hold. So for every
Read in the chat.
how many eggs do you get? How many baby pythons does that make?
Maybe we'll be okay.
On average, it's 20 to 40 per female per year that they lay. But some of the big girls, like the 15, 16, 17 footers, easily over 100 eggs.
Wow. And what that's doing to the ecosystem is just you've got an apex predator with no natural competition, and it's just out there eating everything and reproducing. You have got some pictures, again, on your website of you holding a massive snake. There's an even better picture where you're holding it with 3 or 4 of your friends. The thing looks like it's at least 15 feet long. What's the biggest snake you've ever caught?
So far, my biggest is 17.3.
Oh my gosh.
And that is the one right now on screen is 14.2, I think. But 17.3 and 110 pounds.
How difficult is it to capture something like that?
You know, when you're the majority of what we catch is between 6 and 9 feet.
You guys are cracking me up in the chat.
Little piddly snakes.
Yeah, they're pretty easy to handle. When you get with the bigger ones, you know, for the 17-footer, I had a head bag that I used. So back in the day when I was with the vet and the pet industry, we would put a dark cloth over, you know, the eyes to calm the animal down. So that's what I did. I put a drawstring bag over the 17-footer's head and she calmed down so I could get her out.
You know, it seems to me that if you got a 17-foot python in front of you, the last thing you want to do is go for the head. But I guess when you hunt pythons, that's the first thing you go for. We should mention, too, that in all of your work, you do a lot of charity work as well. You sell python goods on your website. Again, it's pythonhuntress.com. We appreciate you being with us. You know, it's International Women's Month, so we're highlighting somebody here who has a very unusual job. Amy, more power to you. And I hope to catch up with you again some other time. Appreciate it.
You guys in Florida, you do crazy stuff. Like here in Michigan, for fun, we go kayaking, hiking, we play disc golf, hang out at the beach. In Florida, they go and catch monsters. I am not hardcore enough from Florida. That is wild stuff. I don't know. You guys are cracking me up in the chat. And then I swear, they got 3-4 innuendos in that video itself. He's like, what do you do to catch one of those snakes? And then she just grins and laughs and gets all red in the face. I'm like, I see what you're doing there. Thank you so much, IB4, for gifting 10 memberships over on YouTube. I appreciate you, IB4. Thank you. Thank you so much, Diane, for the birthday wishes and the $10 donation. I appreciate you sticking with us. Thank you. Just reading through the chat really quick. I don't have anything else on the schedule. I got other things I'm going to go do for my birthday. I'm going to use today to recharge my batteries. As I said before, we will most likely be playing the game later. I'm going to try and, if I can't go live from my phone, I'll try and record footage and stuff throughout the day. Fun things going on and try and post content for you guys. I'll probably be popping into the website and Gilded throughout the day. Update you guys and see what you're all up to. It's my favorite day today. It's the Hooligan holiday. Thank you so much, Donnie Brooklyn, for the birthday wishes. Don't let WMM get you too trashed. No, we believe in being safe. We don't like to do that. You never know. You never know what's gonna happen. We lived a long life while we were young. We did a lot of stupid stuff. We found a lot of things the hard way. So we don't really go and do that stuff now. I appreciate your concern for my safety, though. Matthew, she uses a bag. You guys crack me up. I knew. That's why I saved it for last. I knew it'd be a good one to go out on. NS, are you a disc golfer? A bit. I barely qualify for the pros. So my friend Mello, he plays Pro League fairly often. I don't think he played a lot last year because the last couple of years have been crazy with old man Walter running things. But he's pretty good. I just qualify for pro, so every once in a while we'll go play the tournaments and stuff. I like playing disc golf, but I don't always have time to go do it. There's a lot of disc golf courses around me. The big one that's next to me is Flip City, and people come from all over the world to play there. There's another one in Ludington. It's called Beauty and Beast, and people come from all over to play that one too. It's one of the biggest ones in the world, I guess. Thank you, Cookie Monster, for the birthday wishes. Spirit, do you have pet snakes? No, no, I don't. Thank you so much, I Like Salt, for the $10 donation. I appreciate you. Thank you, and thank you for the birthday wishes. Shadow Pitcher, I'm getting old, okay? In Jeff years, I'm almost 80. I'm getting there. And I don't want to say I'm good. It doesn't take a whole lot to equal pro status. Pro status just means that you can make it to the basket in 3 throws. Like you sink the putt or whatever in 3 throws. That's really all it means. But when we play the tournament, I am literally the bottom of the leaderboard. I am literally last place every time we play, but it doesn't bother me. I don't play disc golf to be competitive and get mad and be all serious. I go out there and drink beer and throw discs and listen to music and do cartwheels and stuff. I go out there to have fun. So I don't worry about who's good and who's not. But the people in first, they're doing hole-in-ones. They're doing a hole-in-two. They're knocking it out of the park. They got sponsorships. They're on TV and stuff like that. I'm in the background like, this is my 5th one and I've only been here an hour. Like, that's me. I'm just there for a good time. Just reading through the chat really quick. I don't have anything else on the schedule. We'll be wrapping this up. You guys are hilarious today. Alright, I guess we could wrap this up. I'm going to give you guys my spiel deal. We're going to do the Pledge of Allegiance. And like I said, I'll be popping in and out all day today because I like hanging out with you guys, but I don't want to sit here and be all serious. So later on, there's a good chance we're going to be playing the game. We'll be playing, we might be playing Fallout New Vegas. We'll see. I know not everybody wants to play video games or watch video games and stuff, but it's just a way for us to hang out. So don't get all mad if you see us playing the game and stuff. We're not leaving the news to play the game. I just like to hang out with you guys. We will be doing that on this channel and JeffMAC Gaming, which is another YouTube channel that I have that is a little baby. It's just a little baby. So if you guys want to hang out and play the game, you're welcome to go over to JeffMAC Gaming. Subscribe to the channel over there. It's just a fun way for us to hang out, even if you don't care about video games. And Fallout New Vegas is supposedly one of the best Fallout games ever. I own all the Fallout games, but I've only played 20 minutes or so of New Vegas, so I thought it would be a good one to play together. It's a lot. If you guys don't know what Fallout is, it's a lot like a storyline, but it's post-apocalyptic. It's here in America. New Vegas is out in Vegas, obviously. There's a bunch of instances of the games in different parts of the country, but it's all post-apocalyptic. It's fairly humorous. It's a lot like watching a movie and stuff. Lots of interaction, lots of free will and stuff to do whatever you want. So I like playing that stuff, especially live. And then I take breaks and we read the chat and we have a good time, and we're going to drink beer, so it'll be fun. So hopefully I see you guys there for that. I don't have a time frame yet. I don't know what all is going to happen today, but I know I want to go live again. Alright, I'm going to read you guys my spiel deal, and then we're going to be wrapping this up. Let me read through the chat really quick. Thanks, Mr. Dog, for the birthday wishes. Underrated. Acrobatic. Yeah. I mean, it's been a while since I've done a cartwheel. We'll see. We'll see. Next time I go disc golf, and I'll make sure to record a video for you guys. I'll have Mello hold the camera or something, just to prove I still got it. I still got it. Thank you, Shanti. I appreciate you. I appreciate you, Snooks. You're awesome. Hey, thanks, Drew. Thanks, Amanda. All right, hooligans. This is my spiel deal. When you get a second, please go to jeffmaclive.com. On the homepage, you can find all of my links listed. You can find the link to join Gilded for free. Gilded is currently the best way to receive notifications for when and where we go live, every time we go live. You'll also receive notifications for important updates and things I feel you should know. There is a news board on Gilded to keep you up to date with everything going on around the world. And there's a ton of hooligans in there to hang out with all day, every day, to chat it up about pretty much whatever you like. So definitely join Gilded. Also on the JeffMac Live homepage, you can find the links to the merch store if you would like to grab some merch. We have shirts, hoodies, stickers, and coffee mugs. Everything is displayed in black and white or white and black. But if you find something you like, just click on that item to see all the colors that item comes in. You can also find links for PayPal, Cash App, Venmo, Stripe, Zelle, and Buy Me a Coffee if you would like to support what I do. There is a link to the Amazon wish list if you would like to send me stuff. It's really easy to use. Anything you purchase directly from the wish list will be sent straight to me without having to send an email, find addresses, or anything like that. Obviously, today is my birthday, but if you would still like to send me stuff, you are welcome to. The last week of March, we're going to do a birthday unboxing. So anything I receive between now and then, I'm just kind of piling on the side over here. And that way we will have things to unbox for the birthday special unboxing. Don't pay for extra shipping or anything like that. If you don't want to use the wish list, you have something special that you want to send me, you can find the P.O. Box address on the contact page on jeffmaclive.com. If you do send something to the P.O. Box, please send me a tracking number or at least notify me when the package is there. That way I can drive the 60 miles to the post office and pick it up, because after 3 days, they'll send it back to you. And I can't call. I was trying to call and see if I had packages, but they got all butthurt about that, and so I can't call. You guys got to notify me if you send me stuff. That way I can go pick it up and everything will run smoothly. And then finally, on the jeffmaclive.com homepage, there's links to the membership programs. We have memberships for YouTube, Gilded, Discord, Odyssey, Rumble, and Twitch. And then once again, jeffmaclive.com itself is private social media, and you can also watch all the lives that happen no matter what channel I stream them on. They all land on the jeffmaclive.com streaming area. We have our own live chat and all of that. The only way to access it is to be a member of the website. It is a reoccurring subscription. There's different levels of membership, but they all give you the same access. It just depends how much you want to support. It's up to you. If you would like to check that out without having to break the wallet out, you're welcome to click the link for the free week membership, where you get a free week, no strings attached. After the week is up, it's up. You're not going to get charged or anything like that. You'll just lose access to the restricted area. It's no big deal. If you would like to continue on, then you just go and subscribe. All your information will still be there. Anything you post on your social media or however you do your profile pictures or any of that stuff, it will all still be there. I don't go and remove all the users and stuff like that. So please go check out the jeffmaclive.com website by using the free week membership, or if you just want to come right out of the gate and show support, you're welcome to subscribe on the memberships tab in the menu. I'll read through the chat really quick, and we're going to do the Pledge of Allegiance, and then we're going to wrap this up. Channel Q New Vegas was really good. It's dark though. Yeah, YouTube Gaming, or YouTube Game, yeah, I guess it is. I think they have a special tolerance for that stuff, because when I set up the gaming live, they ask what the game is. And I think it's so the community guidelines are a little bit different when it comes to what's being displayed on the screen. Dharma Agent, do you have a link for the gaming channel? Oh, Snooks is right on it. She's right on it. Hey, thank you, Get Some Jay. Appreciate the birthday wishes. Thank you, Shanti. I like to dress up. I would wear collared shirts and stuff every day, but I got to remind you guys that we got merch and stuff, so I like wearing the merch. But when I leave the house, I try to dress up a little bit, as much as I can. A lot of times I'm wearing body armor and stuff like that because I got to be safe. You never know when somebody, wants to do something to you. It's not as often as it used to be when the protests and riots were going on, but I still get death threats and stuff like that, and I don't leave the house very much, so if I'm gonna get smoked, it's most likely gonna be in a Walmart. It's a lot easier for me to be recognized than to recognize someone that hates me that I've never seen before. So all it would take is quick interaction. I won't be here anymore, so I gotta stay safe. But I like to dress up. Thank you so much, Channel Q, for that $5 donation and the birthday wishes. I appreciate you. Thank you, Channel Q. All right, let's see. Thank you, Cosmic Squirrel. Thank you so much, Mr. Dog, for continuing the membership program. You're officially a hooligan. I appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you, Indigo. I appreciate the birthday wishes. All right, looks like everyone is good to go. Let's do the Pledge of Allegiance. All right, hooligans, please join me for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, beautiful hooligans, that's that for now. I have no idea what today's going to bring. Stay tuned. Make sure that you are a part of Gilded. That way you can get all the updates for what's going on, or join the website. The website's just as good as Gilded. Gilded is free, obviously. So join either of those. That way you can stay up to date with me as I move forward throughout my birthday. I will be trying to go live later on today. Probably we're going to play the game. And that's just because I don't want to just sit here and do nothing, right? I want to hang out with all of you, but there's got to be some entertainment. Playing the game is a good way to get that done, right? Two birds, one stone. Can we still say that? Is that racist? I don't know anymore. Stupid YouTube community guidelines. But I will be seeing you guys later one way or another. I may record if I can't go live at Taco Bell and whatever me and WMM go do today, because I want to keep the birthday shenanigans going. Remember, today is the hooligan holiday, so you got to go do something fun. You got to do something fun. When your wife's asking you, hey, what are you doing over there? You got to say, Jeff told me I got to go out here and have fun. Dang it. You got to. Let's see. Underrated E. JeffMAC is the Ric Flair of Michigan, styling and profiling. Woo! I'm saying. Echo. I know you tried to call me. I know I was actually going to call you right after live. Thank you for the birthday wishes. Thank you for popping in the chat. I love you, sister. All right, hooligans, we're going to wrap this up. I appreciate all of you. Big shout out to everyone that made donations, joined the membership program, or purchased any merch. I really appreciate you guys, and I would not be able to do this without you. So thank you so much for all your support. I'll see you on the next live. Until then, stand tall, shine bright, and that's a wrap.